Hello, fellow drinkers at the Jolly Heretic, resident poet here, and a hello again to those of us joining from History Debunked. Now, I hope all of you caught last night's stream, where Ed, Richard Grannon, Dr. Paul Taylor, and Lipton Matthews discussed Keir Starmer's rapidly increasing unpopularity. Starmer, the man's on a roll. Oblivion, surely his goal. There's now a petition to thwart his ambition. To see that would be very droll. So hopefully you enjoyed that. But now it's time for today's funny story. Every morning, the CEO of a major bank in London went to a street corner where an Eastern European shoeshine man would always be. The CEO would sit on the chair, read the Financial Times, and the shoeshine man gave his shoes a great shiny look. One morning, the shoeshine man asked the CEO, "What do you think of the stock market situation?" The CEO arrogantly asked him, "Why are you so interested in this subject?" The shoeshine man replied, "I have £20 million deposited in your bank, and I am thinking about investing part of the money in the stock market." The CEO of the bank is surprised and asks, "What's your name?" The shoeshine man replied, "John Smith." The CEO arrived at the bank and asked the manager of the major accounts department, "Listen, do we have a very, very high net worth customer named John Smith?" The guy replied, "We certainly do, sir. He is an extremely esteemed customer, and he has over £20 million in his account." The CEO leaves the bank, approached the shoeshine man and said, "Mr. Smith, I would like to invite you to be our guest of honour at our next board meeting on Monday and tell us your life story. I'm sure we will have a lot to learn from you." And the man agreed. So, at the board meeting, the CEO introduced him to the board members. "We all know Mr. Smith, who makes our shoes shine like no one else. But Mr. Smith is also our most valued customer, with £20 million in his account. I've invited him to tell us the story of his life. I'm sure we can learn a lot from him. Please, Mr. Smith, will you tell us your story?" Mr. Smith began. "I came to this country 30 years ago as a young immigrant from Eastern Europe with an unpronounceable name. I left the ship at Dover absolutely penniless. The first thing I did was to change my name to Smith. I was hungry and exhausted. I started to wander in search of a job, but without success. Suddenly, I found a coin on the pavement, and I bought some apples. I had two options: eat the apples and sate my hunger, or start a business. I sold the apples for 50 pence and bought more apples with the money. When I started accumulating money, I managed to buy a set of used brushes and shoe polish, and I started to clean shoes. I did not spend a penny on fun or clothes. I only brought bread and cheese to survive. A few years ago, when the shoeshine man on the corner here decided to retire, I had already saved enough money to buy his pitch, which was a better place than mine. Finally, 3 months ago, my brother was killed while robbing a bank and left me £20 million. So that was today's funny story. So that was just a roundup from me today of the Jolly Heretics output and that of History Debunked. If you did enjoy it, please do like and subscribe. And thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see each other very soon. Goodbye.